So I just went to the dealer and brought a brand new car in anticipation of the great season that's about to come up. I'm scrolling through my phone. The NBA awards have just been announced for the previous season, and let's see who won. Giannis won MVP as he put up a double-double, as he should. Evan Mobley also put up a double-double. He wins Rookie of the Year. Andre Drummond puts up a double-double, and he wins Sixth Man of the Year. Giannis is Defensive Player of the Year. And Dennis Smith of our rival Supersonics wins Most Improved. Chauncey does his thing in his first season as a head coach, goes 60-22. And Alex Ford wins Executive of the Year. I have no idea what team. That might be Utah. That looks like their logo behind us. So yeah, those are the awards for last season, guys. Now the championship was actually very surprising. The Trailblazers made it and lost to the Bulls, which is even more surprising they made it. Nikola Vucevic is your finals MVP as he balled out. In the last game, Zach put up 45 on the Trailblazers. They had two other 20-plus point scorers in Vooch and DeRozan. And they put these boys away, man. They put the Trailblazers away. It was extremely surprising that either of these teams made it. And the Bulls won the championship there in our conference. Now, after I get off my phone and put it away, I got an incoming call from our head scout. The draft lottery is tonight, and he wants to show me the report that he has on all of the top prospects in this year's draft. I asked my boy Shannon he want anything to eat this on me, and he's like, nah, man, let's get to business. So these are the top 7 prospects. Number 1, we have Shephard Grin, a two-way stretch 5. Shed is the next unicorn. His ceiling is DeMarcus Cousins, Hall of Fame. His floor is Brook Lopez. As a championship level starter, Brook just won the championship. His strengths are, he has gobs of potential, could turn into a perennial all-star one day, excellent shot blocking ability that should translate to the next level, and has a knack for knowing where to be on defense. In college, Shep put up 27 points with 11 boards, 4 assists, 2 blocks, and 1 steal per game, shooting 47% from the field and 42% from Getting into some highlights, he's a great shot blocker. They said he knows where to be defensively. On this play, he's fighting for a board on offense, gets it around 3 defenders, puts the shot up, he barely misses. What a spin move on that play. He crosses over and the shot rims out. Let's look at that again. He comes down behind the arc, hits the spin after the crossover, crosses over again, barely rims out. This kid is definitely looking like a problem. Let's see what he does on this play. He's being patient. His point guard has the ball on this play, whips it over to a wing. The wing stands with it. Shet sets the pick. He's calling for the ball. He doesn't get it, but he gets the offensive board and puts it back up. He doesn't give up on plays. We watching him again in the pick and roll. He gets it that time. Nice dunk. He's really looking like a pick and roll expert right now. Great player. Next up, we have Jaden Hardy, who's a shooting guard. He's labeled a scoring machine. He has a 6'11 wingspan. He stands at 6'5", and he played for the G League Ignite. His ceiling is Vince Carter. Floor, Leandro Barbosa. Our reports say he has good anticipation when trying to force turnovers, so he has a knack for the ball. He's not only a scoring machine. I think this guy can create his own shot at the next level, and he's a good dunker, really solid finisher overall. He has no significant weaknesses. Now let's get into some highlights. On the first play, even though he can't get his defender off of him, he pulls up in his face and still hits the shot. On this play, we see him catch the ball right inside the arc. He crosses over hesitation, beats his defender, and dunks it down in the lane. On the next play, he crosses over on his defender 4 times, can't do anything, gets clamped up, pulls back, drives inside, and slams it down. On this play, he gets it on the low block, makes a move, drives into his defender, and even though he can't get it to go, he draws the foul. He's great at drawing fouls. On this play, we see him off the cut, inside, makes the layup. And we see him get a block on that play, showing off that defense. Our third player is Paulo Bancaro. His ceiling is all NBA, no comparison. Frank Brikowski is his floor, who is a starter. I've never heard of him. I think this guy can create his own shot at the next level. He's a good dunker, just like Jaden Hardy, and he's a good low post scorer. He does have a weakness, which is he tends to make poor decisions with the ball on occasion. Jumping into his highlights, we see him set the pick, go down low. He misses the short floater type of layup shot, but he gets an offensive rebound, puts it back. He's a great rebounder. On this play, he sets the pick, rolls, dunks on his defender. This play, we see him in transition, come down, he dunks it down. For Bancaro, the game that we did watch, he didn't score the ball much, but he has guard-like skills for his size. He's a really good defender, and he puts me in the mind of like a smaller Giannis, and he's still a big player. He's just smaller than Giannis. In the game I watched, he came out the game with 3 blocks, so he's a good defender. He didn't shoot it particularly well. I showed you the highlights on the plays where he did score, but I think he's going to be a good player in the league. The next guy we have up is Jaden Ivy, who's a shooting guard. He can play some small forward. His ceiling is DeMar DeRozan. His floor is Seth Curry. Ivy is a great on-ball defender who puts fear in the hearts of the ball handlers with his ability to steal the ball. He plays amazing man defense and disrupts the offense by getting turnovers. He can take guys off the dribble. His weakness is he does not have good three-point shooting ability, and he does not have great court vision at the moment, hence why he plays shooting guard as opposed to point guard at 6'4". Now, into his highlights, Jaden is a really good all-around player who can do some of everything. He can rebound, he can get some assists, he can score, and he's a really good defender, but he doesn't excel in any one particular area at the current moment. Next, we have Jalen Dupree, who's a center out of Memphis. His ceiling is DeMarcus Cousins, floor Ralph LaFrentz. He's labeled an absolute monster on the glass on both sides of the floor. He's a reliable scoring option when posting up, and he's a really good finisher and can power through contact. His weakness currently is he doesn't have a mid-range shot, and they say you wouldn't want to run the offense through him, but with him being a center, I wouldn't want to run the offense through him anyway, so I don't pay that part of the scouting report any attention, honestly. As you can see, he picks up a lot of boards. They said he was a beast on the glass, and I definitely saw it when I watched. As you can see in the highlights on the first play, even though he's late getting down court, he has the hustle to get the offensive board and put the ball back up over the defender and create points for his team off the second chance. On this play, we see him set a pick. He goes down low, doesn't get it, runs out to the three-point line, creating great space, and when he does get it, pushes past his defender, dunks it down strong. On this play, we see him set a pick off the handoff. His man doesn't hit the shot. He gets the board, cleans it up with a good putback, and that's 2 easy points. On this play, he gets the ball in the low block, actually calls for it, puts it up with a strong move. Even though he can't connect, he gets the rebound, gets another offensive rebound, and puts it in that time. Now, this next prospect that we're going to look at is very, very high on my foreign scouts draft ranking. He's number 1, Mike Trapp. He's a small forward that can play power forward. They say his ceiling is Bruce Bowen. His floor is George Lynch. So he has a high floor, and his ceiling can be anywhere. His strengths are he can score through traffic, partially due to his great dunking ability, or they say good. His overall post moves repertoire is considered above average. He's fully able to hold his position in the post against most defenders. Now, what makes Mike so mind-boggling of a prospect is the fact that he cannot shoot. You saw that his ceiling was Bruce Bowen, which Bruce Bowen wasn't a bad player. He was a championship role player. So it's like with this guy, his floor is undeniably high. Like at worst, he's going to be an NBA 6-man or a starter. But then my foreign scout tells me he's super agile, especially for his size. He has good court vision. He's a great playmaker, even though he plays off ball. Nobody can stop him when he's driving to the hole. He really compared him to like a young LeBron. They said LeBron can't shoot, and they say this guy can't shoot. He started out at UNC Charlotte, which is actually in our city, even though we represent all of Carolina. And he went overseas with 2 of his college teammates. So he's older than most prospects. Here we see him here, behind the back move, drive to the layup, beautiful. Somebody at his size, I mean, we got a lot of young point guards in this league who are 6'8", 6'6" now, but just he's too big to be doing it the way that he did it when we watched him play. Look at his spin move in the lane, dunk it down, extremely hard and powerful. On this play, he goes inside. Can't get past his man, he just powers it up and above him. It's nothing that they can do. On this play, he gets the pass, comes off the pick, layup, defender draped all over him. He's too strong for them to stop when he's finishing at the rim. Another pick, he drives it in, he's patient with the ball as well. Another layup, even though he misses that one through contact, he gets the offensive rebound and he put it up and missed. Look at how beautiful that layup was, even though he missed. He gets the board back, puts it in. Puts that in under the rim. Right here, we see him dunk on 2 defenders. Finishing wise, this guy's just a problem. Some of the other guys we've watched also have been good finishers, but the way he's finishing mixed with the fact that he's from the city itself, he might have to be our selection. Now next up we have Adrian Griffin Jr. His ceiling is Jamal Crawford. His floor, Marco Bellinelli. He's another guy that has a high floor and he's just a safe pick. He's a good dunker, good finisher overall. Looks like he has potential to really be something in this league, and he's good at handling his spots. Once he gets in position, you really can't move him. He's very strong. He tends to make poor decisions with the ball on occasion, they say, and he's not a good three-point shooter. Now let's look at his highlights. On this play, we see him drive in, strong arms the defender, and just pushes the shot up. We see him set a pick on this play, move without the ball, catches the ball, goes inside, finishes it. Out of the guys I've seen, him and Trapp are the best finishers. He's definitely just as good at finishing. Look at him take it right into the defender. He finishes. He gets the ball right here, takes it in, finishes with some finesse on that play. On this play, we see him on the low block. Ooh, he hits the mid-range. Now, that's the difference between him and Trapp. He's not as good of a defender or rebounder, but he does show signs of having a jump shot. Like, he's not afraid to put the shot up. He's going to put shots up, and he can only extend his range once he gets in our facility and we get our hands on him. The last prospect I want to talk to you guys about today is Andrew Tate. He also went overseas and played with Mike Trapp, and they've been playing together for years. Our foreign scout and head scout have been getting into a lot of battles about how good this guy is. Our foreign scout has him number 4 on his overall board and second only behind Jaden Hardy. So he thinks he's better than Ivy. Now the question mark with Tate is, for one, he's a player who likes to score more than facilitate, even though he can get assists, but he's only 6'1". So just like Ivy, he has the facilitating issue, but he's 3 inches shorter. Now my foreign scout loves him. He thinks Trapp is definitely the better player, but he thinks Tate is the type of player that you take who can put buckets up year one and just excite the fans. As you see him with the highlight dunk right there. He can float probably better than everybody else in this draft class. I'm torn between what my head scout is saying, what my foreign scout is saying. If he's there and we're able to get a second lottery pick, which I'll definitely make sure we do no matter who I have to trade for it, he may be a player that we take with that second lottery pick. Pair him up with Trapp. They have chemistry if we have to get Trapp. Right now, I'm thinking Shet is my guy. I'm hoping to get the number 1 pick. If I can't get Shet, though, then we may be going with Trapp or Griffin Jr. Now, jumping into player retirement, guys, before the lottery, Udonis retired, Carmelo, Dwight, Trevor Ariza, Andre Iguodala, Lou Williams, Varejao, George Hill, Robin Lopez, JaVale McGee, Wayne Ellington, Anthony Tolliver, Ish Smith, and PJ Tucker all decided to retire their cleats. For staff retirements, we have John Beilein and Tiago Splitter, who I did not know was actually a coach in this league. That's surprising. For Hall of Fame inductees, we have Dwight Howard and Carmelo Anthony, who both decided to retire this season, so they're getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. For jersey retirements, once again, we have Dwight with his Orlando jersey being retired and Carmelo with his Denver jersey, so I don't know what Jokic is going to wear. These are the new rules for our league. I did vote to increase the salary cap by $15 million. All of the other proposals were rejected by me and the other GMs. Now it's time for what we've been waiting for, guys. The draft lottery. Let's see where we pick. So going into the lottery, guys, we have the second highest odds of getting the first pick. Unfortunately, the Sonics have it by only 0.1% higher than us. The Thunder are third, Magic fourth. The Thunder are fifth based off of their pick swap that they had with Detroit. The Rockets are 6, Pacers 7, Heat are 8, Wizards are 9, 10 is the Spurs, Cavs 11, Knicks 12, 13 Nuggets, 14 Mavericks, 15 Kings, and 16 are the Timberwolves. So right now it's looking like the two new franchises in the league, the expansion franchises, have the opportunity to steal the number 1 and 2 picks in this draft. The Thunder are also in a really good space because they have the ability to possibly get 2 top 5 picks. Now, I'm super excited for tonight, man. Hopefully we come away with the top pick. Let's get into this lottery. So number 16 is up. The Timberwolves were projected to get it, and they obtained it. So Timberwolves get the number 16 pick. Moving on to 15, we're looking at the Kings, who are supposed to get it, and they do. So far, everything has been how it was set out to be, how it was projected to be, and hopefully we can get that 2 pick or push up into 1, guys. Definitely I want to stay in the top 3. The Mavs are supposed to get 14, and they do. So right now, everything has been going the way it's set out to be. I'm sure there'll be a change up, but hopefully it won't affect us. The Nuggets. So the lottery projections have been how things have shooken out so far, guys. At number 12, we had the first change. The Cavaliers end up getting the 12th pick. So this means the Hornets have leapfrogged into the top 4. No, our rivals. San Antonio is number 11, of course. So the Hornets, our hometown, in-state, right down the street rivals, are the only team so far that have leapfrogged. Just great. We got the Wizards at 10. Who cares, honestly? The Wizards, Bradley Beal, we don't know if he's ever going to leave. They're stuck at 10. This Hornets thing is just getting on my nerves, guys. I'm sorry. The Rockets are projected for 9. Of course, they get it. Everybody else has had no luck except Charlotte. Jordan hits finally. The Pacers are number 8. Jordan's finally having some luck now that we're in town, besides the LaMelo pick before we were established. The Rockets are number 7, which was projected. So they actually have 2 top 10 picks. That's pretty good for Houston. Detroit ends up getting number 6. Originally, I thought they were projected to not have a pick because the Thunder had their pick, but apparently now they were projected for 6 and they got it. So we got number 5 getting into the top 5, guys. Let's go. Yo! Bruh, did we just get the number 5? Yo. We were supposed to be number 2 and we end up with number 5. The Thunder end up getting the 4th. The Magic get the 4th pick. Guys, I'm sorry. Because not only do we get 5, the Hornets jumped into 4 and they didn't get 4, and the Thunder get number 3. So that means our crosstown rivals are in the top 2. Yo, this is crazy. The lottery is killing me tonight, guys. I really thought we had a chance at getting a super high pick. And honestly, okay, the Hornets are projected. And Seattle gets number 2? I don't know which one I'm more mad about. That means Charlotte gets number 1. So both of the teams that we hate the most in this league end up with the top 2 picks, and we get pushed down 3 spots into the number 5 pick. I don't know if any of the guys I'll even want are at. So that means that the Hornets have the opportunity to pair LaMelo with Chet Holmgren for the future. The NBA waits for us to get into town. I don't even like looking at this. Hornets number 1, Seattle's number 2, OKC's 3. The Magic are 4. Of course, your Carolina Knights end up with the 5th pick. Alright, guys, I got a lot of thought I got to put into this. See if I can possibly make some trades. See what I can do, guys. So, in the next episode, we'll be selecting our players from this draft. I hope you guys stay tuned. Leave your comments letting me know who you think we should draft. I do need fan feedback from our Knights fans, guys, so it's very much appreciated. I'll catch you in the next one, guys.